Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. It's Chef Paul. With me today is Chef Alex.
Hello.
And today I decided to do a video on Halifax Poutine. It's more actually Quebec Poutine. That's who actually invented it. So I've got 3 medium-sized potatoes. On this, a lot of people like to say put salt. Well, I like my fries to be a little crisp on the crispy side. First out, I got my oven preheating to 450. And it's going to take a sweet time to do that.
And today we have another cat here, Chef Charlie.
So we're going to load this up with pepper, and then I'm going to put a bunch of extra virgin olive oil. It's a little talkative because he's a little upset right now. Alex is going away for a few days, and
yeah, Charlie's actually my cat.
Yeah.
But Poul and Amy are going to be taking care of him for a little bit while I'm
he's not
gone.
really expecting that.
No.
And I don't know where Amy put the tongs.
But I figured it'd be easier to have them come over here than just give you my key.
Yeah, because God knows if Paul's going to be capable of doing anything right now. Paul is going through my viewers, and there's a reason. It's not that Paul's being lazy. Paul's going through a cancer scare right now. It is what it is, and it's not as bad as it sounds right now, even though cancer really does sound bad. But it could be a lot worse. It's not on a high stage or anything like that. So honestly, it could be a lot worse. I need to know where Amy put those thongs, because I know I have them. And I know they were clean district. Alright, so I've got a pan lined with parchment paper, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take the tongs and I'm going to place potatoes. And you can cut these whatever way you want. It's really up to you, but you want to make sure they're not overlapping. I'm not overly hungry, and that's just because of my new meds. But I know Amy's going to be, and I know Alex is too.
Yeah.
So you just want to make sure they're not like one on top of each other. If that means you have to do 2 trays, depending on how many people you're cooking for, then do multiple trays. It's not that big of a deal. Now, and again, some people are, I'm reading a lot of people like to use salt. Don't use salt. For the love of God, do not use salt. Because when you put salt on these, what's going to end up happening, it's going to draw moisture out, and you don't want that.
And you'll already get a lot of sodium from the gravy anyway.
Yeah. Now, it's not the, I mean, yes, we don't want the salt. That's, you know, obvious. But the other thing is too, is we don't want the moisture to come out of the potatoes, because what that's going to do, it's going to take away from being crispy.
It's going to make them soggy.
Yeah, or soft, and you know, those aren't necessarily the best potatoes. We can be in danger of that from the gravy that we're going to be using. Another thing too, and you might have to ask for help at the supermarket, but you want to make sure that you're getting cheese curds, not regular cheese. You want cheese curds. And then you can either make your own gravy. I'm going to be lazy today because I've already done a whopping amount of cooking in the last little bit, and I'm just not in the mood for it. I bought poutine gravy. However, if you've already got your own homemade you want to use that. The thicker the better for it. If all you can find is store-bought gravy, I probably would recommend chicken gravy, to be honest with you. That would be my preference. However, you can use beef gravy, use whatever gravy you want. If you have a favorite, then by all means, use what you like. The Poutine police are not going to come knocking on your door because you're not using their brand. However, I tell you who will come knocking on your door will be the French if you choose to use regular cheese instead of cheese curds. Alex, am I wrong?
I don't think they're going to care that much.
They will. A real French cook will be very angry with you for using something other than cheese curds. Now, personally, if you're just doing this for a quick snack or whatever, using regular cheese isn't going to be the end of the world. But I mean, if you're trying to make legitimately real poutine, it has to be cheese curds. I'm not going to fight you over it. I'm not going to be that angry about it. It is what it is. And oh, there we go. And it seems like it was going to hang for a little bit. It seems like it's a big deal to Quebecers. It is a very big deal. This is a meal that was made out of Quebec, Canada. This is their cultural dish. It's not a Canadian dish. It's not a Halifax dish. Even though a lot of us would like to say that it is not. But it is something that's, to them, is very important. However, it's, hey buddy, Charlie's really talkative. It's absolutely amazing how talkative he is.
He's not usually this talkative, but he's not used to a new area like this.
Yeah. But Quebecers are very, very serious about poutine. So if you went to Quebec and tried to say something about using another type of cheese, they really wouldn't be happy with you. I don't know if they'd ever punch you out or anything like that, but a Quebecer would not be happy with you. They would really have something to say about it. So if you ever go to Quebec, just keep that in mind. We're going to wait until this hits 450. We're going to stick this in the oven for 25 minutes. And by that time, we'll take it out. While we're waiting for that, I'm going to cook some gravy. More like reheat it. You can do that trick. It's not a big deal. You can buy store-bought. I don't find it to be that big of a deal. Amy and I don't eat a whole lot of gravy, but it is what it is. So in the meantime here, while we're waiting for the countdown to finish here, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. It really does make a difference to us. Also, visit our website, www.poulskitchen.com. Yeah, all our latest recipes and everything on there. That's a pretty easy recipe. I mean, seriously, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, pepper, gravy, and cheese curds, and potatoes. Like, cheese curds, that might not be something you keep in your pantry, but you can get that. Everything else, most of us have that laying around somewhere. So, I mean, like, this is pretty easy, and I'm telling you right now, everybody loves poutine. Everybody loves poutine. Alex, do you like poutine?
I love it.
Yeah. And if you don't know what it is, then you know what? It's time to find out. So I'm going to set the timer up for 25 minutes so we don't forget it. Because you can do that. And we'll be back when this is all done. Welcome back. So we got about 8 minutes left.
Now we're going to start on the gravy.
It's not going to take 8 minutes to do the gravy, but at least it's done. And we keep it warm. Now, if you're going to buy gravy, try to find the least sodium one. Now, I should have made a video on actually making, like the best quality poutine that I can. But let's face it, it's poutine. Most of the time when you're making this, you're not trying to go gourmet, and if somebody's trying to sell this to you as a gourmet meal at a restaurant, they're kind of full of it. It's not gourmet.
I've eaten some so-called gourmet poutine before.
But really, it's not. That's just the way it is. It's not going to be, or not going to be, absolutely isn't going to be, gourmet. It just isn't.
You can make it so it looks gourmet, but it really doesn't need to be.
Because it's not going to be. You can go to a poutineery and they'll get different flavors. You can add some chicken, bacon, pork, beef. You know, anything you want to this. Heck, I've seen people make mac and cheese poutine.
Yeah.
We have a place called Smoke's Poutineery. It's very popular, and they really make some really good poutine. Really tasty too. But if you think for 1 minute that they're gonna do anything different than you can, the only difference between Smokes and you is their level of creativity.
There's also, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
There's also a place here called Cheese Curds that makes really good poutine.
Yep.
But they're one of those places that tries to market it as gourmet poutine.
It's how creative are you? I mean, are you creative? I mean, look up poutine and look up poutine ideas and see what's out there. There's lots of them, and you can look at the recipe. This is the base. This is what you start out at. Has Amy, Alex, and I tried other flavors? Absolutely, we have. I don't like it a whole lot because it's very filling. It's very thick.
Yeah.
So it's not something I'm going to eat a whole lot.
Most times I prefer just the basic poutine with gravy and cheese curds.
That's my favorite. But you know what? Every now and again we'll go to Smokes, just up the street.
Yeah.
And you get something really unique. I've heard of turkey dinner poutine. The sky's the limits, guys. It really is. You can do a lot with this. Everybody likes gravy. Everybody likes cheese. May not necessarily be so fond of potatoes, but hey, in this particular instance, I think this is pretty good. Charlie says he's excited. He hopes he gets some too. Charlie seems to be a little bit of an attention-seeking cat. He likes his attention, I think.
He does.
He absolutely does. He's a good kitty. But poutine is a really good dish. It can be a meal on its own, not necessarily just a side dish or just a snack.
It's usually filling enough to be the main meal.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm going to say as well that because of the use of gravy and such, I'm going to tell you that I wouldn't recommend this being a dish that you have a lot. No. And I'm not saying this is the healthiest meal in the world either. Number one, no matter if I choose gravy out of a can or if I make it on my own, I know I can make it taste better. But the point is, gravy is gravy. It's not, there's really no way to make it as healthy as you'd like. It has to be, it absolutely has to, it has to have a little, it's going to have grease and salt. No matter how you cut that down, it's going to have it. The best thing you can do is just realize, okay, well, I've had this much salt today, maybe I'll make poutine tomorrow. Save it for a day where your sodium content for the day has been down.
And poutine's also something that you want to have as a treat.
Yeah.
Not all the time, like you were saying.
Yeah, no, this is not something that we Maritimers eat every day. I might not even have it maybe a couple times a year.
Yeah, I might only have it like a few times a month.
I might have had not even to be honest with you, last time I had poutine might have been a year or so, maybe two. Don't eat a lot.
I don't eat a lot either.
But, I mean, if we're out and that's what's there and that's the only thing that catches my eye for food, well, okay, I'll eat it, but
yeah,
but it's not really a must-have. And you know what? We're just going to keep filming here because we only got 3 minutes left and I'm not really happy with this right now anyways. You want to keep stirring this because you don't want this to get charred to the bottom of the pot too. Gravy is gravy. It's not that big of a thing. It really isn't. But it's good. No, I just got this. And I'll be right back because I got to find a container for anything. And now that I walk away for a second, it starts to boil up. So I'm actually getting happy with this. So that is good enough for now, and I'm going to set that off to the side and turn the heat off. We got 2 minutes. Hi, baby.
Charlie, you're so cute.
I can't wait for you to get home and see you. Now, this is going to be a great dish. It really is. We got 1 minute left, so you know what? I was going to make this 3 parts, but there's no point in doing that because we're almost done. That's right, Charlie. There's no point to that. You're right. I agree with you. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the newest member of the show, Charlie. We helped Alex find his cats because he was getting a little lonely. He had a little bit of a mouse issue going on, which we live downtown Halifax. There's a mouse issue, is what it is. We don't have mice because we have cats. Alex didn't. Alex doesn't have mouse issues anymore.
That's right.
Problem solved. Cats are the best thing in the world for that. And they're good company. They're good for you in the middle of the night when you need somebody to cuddle with you. They'll usually talk and make it seem like they're agreeing with you. They're great. They're great to have. This is a great example of it.
And even if they don't catch mice, they still will keep them away. Just by being in your apartment. Or house, wherever you live.
If you have a mouse issue, they'll take care of it. Because a mouse will not go near, absolutely will not go near your house.
Mice can sense when there's cats near, so if there is cats where you live, or if you have cats, they won't go anywhere near where you live.
And give me 1 second. That does happen every now and again. Why apartments don't actually put a pan in, I don't know.
Something I found was a little bit strange is that I don't have a smoke detector in my unit.
You most certainly should.
I should, but I don't.
If you don't, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have a smoke detector, talk to your landlord right away because it's very important. And they want you to have one, whether you may joke and say they don't. They do want you to have one. And the reason is because if anything were to happen, and you didn't have a smoke alarm and you didn't say anything, well, and here's the thing, and this is what a lot of people don't understand. People will say, well, you know, that doesn't really happen. Nobody's ever had a fire in their unit before.
No, it's happened before.
It's happened. I lived in a building, 2 of them actually. One person was on drugs and burnt a lot of the building down. Another building had an issue with somebody was smoking and they left a rather not like just embers really.
That's actually what happened to, were you going to say something else?
Yeah, it burned down, it burnt the whole, like 100 units down.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it is. I mean, so you need that fire alarm because if you don't, then you don't know.
That's what happened to an apartment building that used to be where my parents lived. It burned down, and it turned out it was because someone didn't properly put out their cigarette.
All right, now we're going to sprinkle some cheese curds on top of it. There, we want to make a generous amount on here because it is a cheese dish. I mean, this is a really cheap dish. Cheese curds, I got the bag of cheese curds for $5. Potatoes, you can get a big bag of them for $5, and that barely even made a dent out of anything, really. And so that's really, really easy. And gravy, maybe $2. So, I mean, you're looking at less than $10 for a poutine meal.
Hey, Charlie.
If you're having issues selecting the appropriate gravy for yourself, you want to make sure you're choosing something that's thick. But what I am going to do is I'm going to pour some water right into this so that when we go to clean it, it makes it a lot easier to clean.
Yeah, so it doesn't stick. You don't want that to stick to the pot.
You do not. So this is Amy's, and I don't know if I like this container too much. Nope, that's good. And now all we're going to do is grab some forks. And there's our poutine. How's that look, guys?
Looks really good.
And that's a real, legitimate poutine, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Drop some comments. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. It means the world to us. Thanks a lot, guys.